The scanner. Today was a big day at the International Airport because it was the unveiling of the brand new high-tech security scanner. The new machine could scan a bunch of people at once, and that meant shorter lines at the airport, which everyone was pretty jazzed about. Everybody knew this was a big deal, so tons of people showed up hoping to be the first ones to go through the scanner. But the scientists who made the machine were under a lot of pressure to get it done quickly, and they didn't really have time to test it out. So everyone was pretty surprised when the first batch of people went through the machine and they came out the other side as skeletons. Zap! Right now you are probably saying, "It's so sad those people died going through the scanner," but don't worry, because somehow they were still alive. And the scientists who made the machine couldn't figure out how. At first, the people who went through the scanner were kind of annoyed they got turned into skeletons. But they felt better about things when they became celebrities overnight. News 5, live. Dave, turned into skeleton. People realized that if they were skeletons, they didn't need to spend all their money on skin cream and makeup and clothes and stuff like that. So now everyone wanted to go through the scanner. And the next day, the airport was totally packed. It turns out there were a lot of good things about being a skeleton. People figured out that they could sleep in late because they didn't have to take a shower. And since they didn't have stomachs, they started sleeping extra late because they didn't need to eat breakfast either. Since no one had any muscles, nobody needed to exercise. And if they broke a bone, all it took was a little duct tape to fix things up. A bunch of other annoying things also went away, like pimples and warts and skin knees and bedhead. And emojis got a lot simpler too. Me and Michael just broke up. Skeleton head. Wait, I can't tell if you're happy or sad. Skeleton head, skeleton head, skeleton head. Another nice thing was that everyone could use the same restrooms, since no one really needed privacy anymore. Everyone looked the same, so people were a lot nicer to each other too. And the more people who went through the scanner, the better things seemed to get. But before long, people started noticing some things weren't so great. A lot of businesses closed because nobody needed gyms, skincare, or plastic surgery anymore. Halloween was a lot more boring because everyone just went as the same thing. A skeleton. Parents kept picking up the wrong kids from daycare, and after a while it was a total mess. And even though it was great that everyone looked the same, people started to miss the old days when they didn't. In fact, people started missing a lot of things, like having lips and eyeballs and not being so cold all the time. And everyone realized they'd made a terrible mistake and wanted to change back. But the scientists who built the scanner never figured out why it worked to begin with, so they had no idea how to make the thing go in reverse. Well, this made the people who got turned into skeletons mad, and on a cold winter's night, they stormed the airport. The skeletons dragged the scanner out of the building and threw it down the nearest cliff, where it blew up. Kaboom! Then the craziest thing happened. The skeletons all turned back into how they were before, minus their clothes, and everyone was glad they were back to normal. But they wish they had done this on a warmer night.